Hi, welcome back. The question today is, how do you stay more consistent with YouTube? And the second I read this, it just reminds me of me not being the best example because honestly, I I am not as consistent as I would love to be on YouTube. And honestly, it's I can give you many excuses, but it's sometimes that life just takes you in a different, like a completely different direction, and life has other plans for you. So I am officially back for I don't know how long because YouTube takes a lot of work. And do you stay consistent? Honestly, the best way you are going to remain consistent is having a game plan. Not only a game plan, but having the proper foundation, like the content pillars, the content schedule. All those things will help you remain consistent. But at its core, you actually want to practice being a YouTuber because you haven't really dedicated enough to creating that habit and creating that persona that actually is going to show up as a YouTuber, because YouTube is the number one platform that is basically not going to just throw you out there in the wild. It's going to kind of assess you, it's going to get some feedback, it's going to kind of take time to build out. And it's not for the weak. Trust me, YouTube is a lot of work. It is not only consistency or having to be consistent, it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of effort and it takes an entire production team. And if you're running all of this on your own, it could be very overwhelming and it can be exhausting. So focus on the things that you do have control over, because trust me, it's going to be so many things that you have to cover and so much ground. And if you're doing it alone, it's going to be so much work. So this video is not meant to discourage you. It's meant to kind of help you be okay with the process of sometimes failing and sometimes falling behind and sometimes not holding yourself so like to a to a tight schedule where it's kind of just not fun anymore, because YouTube is for the long haul. And if you're already suffering in the beginning and you're kind of finding it hard to find your place, it's because you haven't planned out yet, or you haven't planned out and you haven't strategized how you're going to build this out and how you're going to be consistent over time. And I wish I could actually give you like the silver bullet or tell you that there's this game plan that you have to come up with. But I do have a PDF that will help you build the content pillars, and it will help you kind of think of scheduling a content calendar so that way you do have something that's going to hold you accountable. Another place that's actually where all these questions are coming from is actually Threads. Threads is an amazing community where you can actually kind of document your journey and kind of get feedback on YouTube, get feedback on your videos, and obviously you can kind of ask others to subscribe to your channel and help you. But the other thing is that you can actually build a community and kind of have them hold you accountable. I even ask that weekly, like who's posted a video right now, because it kind of shakes people up, right? It kind of like if you're scrolling and you see it and you're like, wait, I haven't posted or I'm falling behind, it kind of holds you accountable. And honestly, you don't need all those things, because if you focus on becoming that person, that YouTuber, and you're disciplined enough to follow through and make it more than just a habit, you will find a way to be consistent, because you're only lacking practice. Because the more you practice, the more you're going to find your flow, you're going to build up the confidence, and over time, you're going to build that community that's going to not let you fall off. And honestly, don't wait for that moment, because it does take time to build. So find a way to, I don't know, hold yourself accountable. Maybe have another YouTuber that will link up with you and do collaborations with you in the beginning. There's so many people on Threads right now, and just reach out and say, hey, I'm working on this YouTube channel in this type of niche. Anybody else within this range of subscribers, and let's collaborate and build something together. Once you have all these things in line, like once you find your flow, trust me, everything else kind of falls in line. And then after that is just continuing taking action, because the more you ponder and the more you think about it, the more you're going to come up with reasons why this isn't for you. And if your desire or your burning desire is to be a YouTuber, then make it happen, because no one else is going to come and help you or hold your hand. Even the clients that I have, I always tell them too, you need to show up more than me. If you don't match me, then there's this disconnect because I can't drag you to the finish line. I can't force you to film and I can't force you to create content. So you actually have to move a lot faster than I do. You're going to have to give me everything you got in energy so that I can match it and so that I can create you and help you gain those views over time. And I will hold you accountable and I will make sure you're consistent. So if you need any help at all, book a 30-minute call with me so that way I can kind of assess where you're at and what video strategy you need to help your videos or help your YouTube channel. As always, I hope you found value and I'll see you on the next video.